Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here, and sorry for the delay today. I was trying to look at more details on some of the news, the great news you guys bring and questions you ask about. So I was quickly trying to dig so that I would be able to tell you, the latest or understand better what was going on, and also figure out what the heck is going on with AG Ken Paxton in Texas, who is in trouble in multiple areas. So anyway, I looked that up. We'll get to that. I am here 365 days of the year. And I take your questions out of the chat. Anything in the chat in all caps, that's how you communicate with me. Other than that, when you're talking to others, please just type normally, because people here are really friendly, really help each other. So 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. It's an ongoing thing. So if you're watching this on replay, hello, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. If you're here in person, if you're here in the chat, hello, you can follow along. If you're watching it on replay, I timestamp as I go every day. So you can always go into the description box and just pick and choose what questions you're interested in and whatnot. You don't have to listen to the whole thing every day. So that's easy to do. And I'm trying to think what else. Very quickly, the nails today, I'm doing this is this kind of bluish gray that are clear on the end and then are just edged with kind of glitter. So it's this blue-gray and then completely clear and then glitter just on the ends. It's really fun. So anyway, there's that. And today's overlay, you're the kitty. This is a royal dragon, not dragon, lion. I saw a dragon somewhere in the, lion. These are royal lions, and I figured they would be appropriate considering Andrew just had his royal behind handed to him. Colleen says they match the dragon's nails. Yeah, I guess you're right. There you go. Oh, thank you, Marjorie. So these, yeah, royal lions. Well, the other thing about tarot is there's usually a kind of courtly, because you have kings and queens and knights and pages and whatnot. There is a sort of courtly royalty aspect. So every once in a while you'll see me pull up royalty or crowns or something, and it's usually just in relation to the cards. But to this one, yeah, I think this little lion's laughing. I think it's laughing at Andrew that he thought he could get away with this stuff, but that's just me. Pamela, how is the power outlet doing? Not well. Tried everything, and it is a doornail, but thank you. No, it did not go well, but thank you, Faye. Sempress, seriously thought you were maybe in your mid-30s. God bless you. Nope, I turned 50 on last November 6th. Matter of fact, I'm going to flash the front of my t-shirt. I happen to be wearing my this t-shirt. Vintage 1971. That's me. So all right, so First of all, the tsunami thing. So we're starting at like 5 minutes in. And, okay, because of what has happened in the past, people hear the word tsunami and they understandably, oh, thank you. Michael Grant, show us your t-shirt, big easy days. I would not get any beads for that flash during Mardi Gras. Oh, well. Girls gone wild in a cute way, yeah. Girls gone wild in front of your grandmother. Anyway. I try to keep some levity here because, people get really scared when the word tsunami comes up. Yes, there was a volcano that basically exploded, and there are places in the world that got quite a bit of water because of that. However, thank you, Meg. Thank you. Let me share. Now, this was from a little while ago. I told you I was finding news stuff. That's completely the wrong button. Let's try this one. Share screen. Chrome tab. Oh, here we go. Tsunami advisory. Okay, that's where the advisory is. There's already, actually, I just saw something that someone said in the chat. All is well here in San Diego. Marjorie Harrison saying 1 to 2 foot waves only. And that's what that's what it's saying here on CNN. Basically, the wave has already gone through Hawaii, and some boats were kind of kicked up onto some docks, but communications director for the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency told CNN that while the island had seen some water in low-lying areas, there were no reports of loss of life or any noteworthy damage. So there was really and they're a lot closer than we were. So what they're talking about ranged from 1 to 3 feet along the coast. And looks like Canada's going to maybe bear the strongest of it. But so while, it's understandable that people are really worried about tsunamis, I think we're okay. So actually, I think there was a picture. Was it here or was it on the other, when I was just grabbing the news, where it actually showed a picture of the okay, this is the volcanic eruption. It was a big thing. Don't know if it's going to play. Nope, that didn't play. All right, that was a big deal. See, this is going to run. No, oh well. There's an advisory. This was the worst of it. A tsunami hit Tonga's largest island. That looks like the ocean over here. There were waves. There was flooding. This is the ground floor, second floor. It's flooding. That it doesn't look horrendous. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if that was my house, I'd think it was horrendous. But it isn't. It isn't. Where was that big one? Bali? Something like that. GM Dave says, in LA, not worried at all. Yeah. So, yes, Meg is saying, send light and love to Tunga and the islands near. Read they were dark without power, with water on land. Yeah. So, Frida Smet said the dust was the worst on Tonga. Okay. Balance. Balance. Page of Swords. Star. Nine of Pentacles. These are good cards. There's some, it's more like it was, the water was more bullying than something catastrophic. Kyla says, I can't imagine being on the beach and seeing that wave rushing toward me. Well, apparently this one worked almost more like a like a storm surge. So, oop, hang on, I need to bless somebody. Sorry, somebody sneezed. So, Kristen from Uncoverthenews says, alert, tsunami advisory for Hawaii has been canceled, but is still in effect for the U.S. West Coast from California to Alaska. You know, so we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Yes, Maria, sending love, healing, and helping hands to Tonga. All right, so I think that's going to be, I think we're going to be okay. All right, 13 minutes in. Sorry, so we got that. So 13 minutes in. Actually, I want to, there was something I wanted to mention that I had forgotten. And I don't even think there's anything to read on, but I just want to mention this in passing. This group is beautiful, Nunita. Seriously, you guys are awesome. This is the best community. There was somebody who had up here, where was it? Faith. Catherine. Yes, it was Catherine. Catherine Shiddick. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot to put it on the list, but I wanted to make sure you guys knew. According to the Huffington Post, after the January 6th insurrection, some of the insurrectionists phoned Nancy Pelosi's office, saying that they may have left some personal items behind and want to know if there was a lost and found. People in the office were happy to take their information. Thank God for stupid criminals. Thank you. Wow. I mean, that's a whole level of, you're kidding, right? Yeah, okay. So Well, it's not a reading. I do think you'd want to. I thought you'd want to know. And thank you, Catherine, for throwing that in there. Nancy Pelosi's lost and found. You know, it's some things that happen don't even need a punchline. They're kind of their own punchline. Oh, I like this. You guys, you're funny. Just having a quick look. Some people laughing. That is hilarious. Ruth Pearl is saying. Michael Grant says, I lost my mind in Nancy's office. Oh, so, yeah. Oh, Alicia, you just spit your coffee out. I'm sorry. Ollie and France are not the sharpest crayons in the box, are they? Karen Conroy's impressed that I read that without hysterically laughing. Oh, I read it earlier this morning, and oh yeah. Don Gubb says, dang it, misplaced my 50 zip ties. Yeah. Yes, Jeff Sitzman, regular Einsteins. Michael Grant says, did you happen to find my membership in the Oaf Creepers in Nancy's office, pray tell? Lynott Sparkles is saying, this is true spies like us type stuff. Yeah, when we do need the laughs. I agree, Catherine. Jean is asking, is the outlet problem solved? No. So, all right. So anyway, let me get to some political readings at 17 and a bit. This could be interesting. Not quite sure what it is, what it means. So let's have a look to see if there are any hints. CC Ryder says, kindly return our insurrection playbook. Taylor B says, oops, forgot my taser. Okay, so the news is, thank you, Kristen, for bringing these great headlines. The news is sedition indictments reveal the DOJ is looking beyond a January 6th insurrection, says a former U.S. attorney. Really? I did not pull that one up. Okay. To a quick look. Share. Okay, over on Raw Story, sedition indictments reveal that DOJ is looking beyond the January 6th insurrection. Appearing on MSNBC this Saturday morning, Joyce Vance explained that a deep reading of the federal seditious conspiracy indictments filed against 11 members of the Oaf Creepers it doesn't look at January 6th as just one day. The conduct starts shortly after the election and continues to January 6th. We now seemingly have a more firm answer to the direction whether the DOJ is looking at January 6th as a standalone day, or is this continuing course of conduct surrounding the big lie? So people involved held responsible for all the efforts to interfere with the election, not just the violence that manifested on that day. So Alicia Marie has a has a great, going back to the Nancy Pelosi lost and found. Sorry, we tried to kill you. Can I have my purse back now? I thought Dean's Shield Maiden Tarot. One of these days I have to learn how to do the cute pictures on the side of your videos. It's an overlay through StreamYard. I just create a transparent image over at Canva, and you can, if you use StreamYard, I pay for StreamYard, so I don't have the StreamYard logo here. Okay, pretty. Yeah, the asteroid. Yes, there was there was a big asteroid that went past us, and it's gone. Hey, hi, bye, bye. We're good. Thank you, Dan. Rise Hamilton says it's a mile wide. Ooh. Yeah. So, at 21:30, let's look at any clues. The sedition indictments reveal the DOJ is looking beyond the January 6th insurrection, basically looking at interference in the election as a whole, not just the violence on that day, which makes it more likely that the leaders would have possibly be more likely to be held accountable. So if anyone cares, you guys are talking about the weather. It is 23 degrees Fahrenheit in Chicago, where I am, and there are a couple of flurries, nothing serious, but there is some snow on the ground. So what's going on with the whole DOJ looking at seditious conspiracy? Any more information? What they're doing, what they're looking at, what they're ultimately going to do about it. Michael Grant says, Merrick needs a good tarot reader. Decrypting all those messages is tedious. Knight of Wands. Hippie Gypsy, I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. Knight of Wands. Sorry, I keep seeing things in all caps in the chat about the asteroid. Please, the asteroid. It went past us. I don't know what I'd read on. So sorry, I'm trying to focus on this. So, but if there's something I need to worry about, or yeah. Nanette, we read about that right at the beginning. So, deep breath, everybody. We're going to be okay. Really, we are. So, I'll just make this 24. I'll take pity on the poor people trying to watch on replay. All right, so I'm looking at, is there any more information on the DOJ charging people with seditious conspiracy? They're not just looking at the violence on January 6th. They're looking at the bigger picture actions that started just after the election day and onward, which means they're looking at probably people higher up and how things were planned out. So is there any more information about Knight of Wands? All right, so that's setting up the far right insurrection. Okay. Guys, I care so much about you. And when I'm in the middle of a reading like this, if you could hold some of your questions on other topics until I get done here, I would really appreciate it. I'm sorry. I'm easily distracted because I care. I care what you're saying. So in between, I'm looking right at the chat. So. All right, DOJ. DOJ seditious conspiracy. 5 of Wands. Okay. All right. 8 of Cups. Death card. Moon. Ace of Wands. Well, the Wands, this is the far right. So it was fighting for these far right ideals, not only the insurrection, which would be more rabble-rousing here, but these are more people organizing it, taking action for the Orange Fuhrer and his ilk. This is a far-right action as well. We know people died. This is evidence being left. People come in, leave a bit of evidence, go, and someone else comes in, leaves a bit of evidence, and goes. So the evidence builds up. There was death and howling at the moon chaos. So who started it? Who organized it? So they're looking at it on different levels, from the who was there on the day to who was organizing, who started it, when did it start. All right, so, but nothing here really about what's going to happen. Let me spread out my major arcana there. So, because I believe some of the arrogant toddlers have been hit with charges too, but not seditious conspiracy, or like trespassing and violence or something, but not, I don't know. DOJ, seditious conspiracy. Definitely wanting to hold people accountable. Okay, that's good. I like it. Quiet as a tomb. It's a 4 of Swords, Ace of Cups, Emperor. Holding people accountable. Oops, this way. Holding people accountable. The would-be emperor, legally, he wasn't getting anywhere in the courts. Swords are legal, can be legal stuff, can be voting stuff too, legal stuff. Quiet as a tomb. This is the Democrats just raining on Trump's parade. Would-be autocrat, holding people accountable. I'm not getting anything more specific than that, but I'm getting that, so we'll take it. Okay, I'm done there. Somebody had asked about, I'd mentioned supplements yesterday. I spent a long time last night trying to find the original study so that I could point you in that direction, and then you could take that to talk to your doctor. I haven't been able to find it, but I have not given up looking. There are a couple more places. I can dig through really old emails. I can, and yeah, I have just a couple more places I can try to look. So I like that. I like that, Zeta. God has our back. This too shall pass. Everyone stay healthy and safe. Love. Rice Hamilton says, love and light. Oh, you're headed out. Take care. Take care. So, yeah, that's better. I'm afraid I have my questions for today. I usually get them out of the chat just before I go on. They're all down in the description box in order. So you can follow along, or if you're watching this on replay, you can just go down and click on the timestamps. So I think that's... Michael Grant says, did not the Rose Garden decorated to look like Red Square on Xmas past? While Rudy the red-nosed lawyer propagated a legal fiction. Elizabeth is saying, see Bo this morning about the lost and found. He remembered a truck rented and filled with... Oh, that's right. Yeah, 1993. That stupid, thank heavens, stupid person who... I don't want to use the word, so let's just say outside of the World Trade Center reduced a truck to little tiny pieces and then went to try to get his deposit back from the rental company. Thank you. Thank you for making criminals stupid. Wow. Okay. All right, so I've kept an eye on the chat. Good. So, 32 minutes. So the news, thank you again, Kristen. News is January 6 planners should be panicking after the DOJ makes pivotal decision to file sedition charges. So should the January 6 planners be panicking? Simple, 3 cards. Should the January 6 planners be panicking? Judgment. In France, yes, please. Well, now, this is America. This is Democrats doing their thing. On the right, they're saying it's all lies, you didn't win, blah, 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 blah. Please. Judgment. And the main thing about this card is not only is it judgment in general in society, it can be judgment in law. This is also my card for Election Day. So don't forget, midterms, November. There's a whole lot of legal stuff that's going to happen between now and November, Election Day. So, anyway. All right, so. Oh dear, Benny Grismore saying that breaking news, China's $1 trillion artificial sun fusion reactor just got 5 times hotter than the sun. Yikes. Which, like, the sun itself, because the corona is hugely hotter than but then again, at that point, does it matter? And they were able to contain that kind of heat, huh? Wow. It's pretty impressive. Sorry, I'm trying to do something about this lighting. It's just a mess. It's all over the place today. Whew. Okay. Pamela Bryant's asking, how can that be? Why are we still here? And Al Menzies says that is about 2-week-old news. Al, we've been dodging asteroids and surviving people making things 5 times as hot as the sun. Here's to life. Tuxedo Cat, don't mess with Mother Nature. Kylo says, I feel like humanity shouldn't try to recreate the sun, but that's just my opinion. Well, I wish I was better at being able to read things about the Earth and, like if there are going to be earthquakes, or they're going to be volcanoes, or they're going to be, all this kind of stuff. Because every time I tune into the Earth, I get the Earth is just fine. We are a blip as far as it's concerned, and how old it is. And most of it is molten metal, rock, metal. It's basically, most of the Earth is magma. What happens along this little thin crust around the edges or at the top? Woo, wow, watch them skitter. Okay. All right, now this is crazy. The sun just came out. It's coming straight off the... I know, I'm going to have to pull down this blind. I'm going to have to do it. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to, or I'm going to be stuck playing with the lights for the rest of the time. All right, sorry. All right, if I put this here. Put that there. That's better. Yeah. Okay, hopefully I won't have to mess with the lighting again. Now we're cooking with gas. We'll do that. Okay, now we're good. Okay. Oh, I much prefer the natural lighting. It's just with the sun going in and out and glaring off the sun, I'm not able to get this thing even. Oh, Kristen, I see. Former Acting Defense Secretary Christopher Miller has met with the January 6th committee. I do see that. I don't know what to read on there, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Deanne. Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate that. Hope you and your folks remain well. Sending healing. Thank you. Anybody who sends positive energy to my parents is... Thank you. That goes right to my heart. All right, 3930. Now I can get back down to the questions. 3930. Thank you, Em. Thank you. So Rhonda had a question. Will the lawmakers pass a law against domestic terrorism? Will they pass a law against domestic terrorism? I imagine there are some laws already in existence. I mean, Timothy McVeigh, anyone? Thank you, Kylo. Thank you. I will be. Oh, and thank you, Mel. Have a great day, Disret. Thank you, Colleen. You guys are so sweet. Domestic terrorism. So there's Timothy McVeigh, and I mean, there are some laws in place against domestic terrorism, but there really should be something. Please. Oh, thank you, guys. Six of Wands. Far right, victory. Ugh. All right, victory is a card for the reading. Don Gubb says, RE domestic terrorism, be careful. Trump would have chucked it full force at Black Lives Matter. That's true. That's true. Oh, Polywanda, that's good to know. My magnetized vaccine particles are making me wonky again. Bathing in moonlight helps, but ivermectin bath is my best cure. Good luck with that. Because we know you're joking. Eileen Riley says those laws exist, they just need to be enforced. Yeah. Al Menzi is saying the problem is Congress makes the laws. True. Oh, Diane, I'm afraid I don't know right now. Okay, so we're looking at domestic terrorism. Yep, Linda McMurtry, we were talking about that earlier. I'm sending prayers and good energy their way. My brain's saying, making bombs, bomb. Ugh. America's in the center. And those who would, thieves, those who would remove, those who would turn little bits of metal into very, very sharp flying things, nothing worry for America. There are laws, and I can, that's. I could feel that. Thank you, Marby. Thank you. Jane is saying, according to Malcolm Nance, the laws are better against foreign terrorists than domestic. I'm not surprised. Suburban Housewife is suggesting those cards are saying swords and money. Yep. Yep. Eight of Wands, throwing everything they can at whatever it is. Queen of Wands, Star, Ace of Wands. I'm not getting a big change. I'm getting, there are some laws, they should be enforced. There's hope. But these people are still right there. And plus the far right is, they're just going to do what they're going to do for a while. But they're starting to be held accountable. Yes. Thank you, Floating Lotus. I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that. Oh, Gretchen, yes, I've seen that. In humorous news, 3 cats have outmaneuvered their 2 humans to hold a blender hostage for weeks. Yes. A Vitamix blender came in a box and they put it down in the kitchen and one of their 3 cats sat on it. Next thing you know, it's like the cats are like holding it down. So they turned it into an ongoing, like pretending it's a struggle. Like the cats are purposely. And the cats are really hanging out around the Vitamix box. So Taylor B says, I'm not a dog or a cat person, but it's wondering where are the kitties. I always expect to see them under a blanket. Aw. In the chair, if their butt is not in your face. I understand. Woo-woo's up in the cat tree. He's in a big comfy bed in the cat tree, and Pumpkin's in his big comfy bed in the dining room window. So he can nap and watch out the window, keep an eye on things, turn his head and see if anyone's walking around out of different rooms. So he can nap, and he can also keep an eye on things, which is what he wants to do. Whereas Boo Boo just wants a place to snuggle up and be safe. So. Kate Priest is saying that's adorable. Well, Kate Priest, you are adorable. I know you, and you are adorable. All right, 46. All right, now, what is up with this guy? I had to go look this up. News, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has been given 4 days to hand over his digital communications from January 6th or face a lawsuit, the Travis County District Attorney has stated. There are all kinds of share screen. Trying to find stuff on this guy. Basically, there are a couple of things going on with him. One, he's been saying he won't turn over his communications from around January 6th, even though, which one of these had something about no, that's all talking about the. All right, there was something in one of these articles somewhere about how he can't say, no, you can't have my communications because they are protected in Texas law by he's a public official and his communications are public record, period. Not up for debate. And he says he won't do it. Gee, I wonder why. So that's what I want to start reading on. But the thing that's even bigger in the news right now is I want to make sure I get the right headline. Travis County Clerk Dana DeBeauvoir is set to have a news conference on January 18th, so in 3 days, to discuss that nearly half of mail-in voting applications in Travis County have been rejected due to new Texas voting laws. So she says this. She comes out with this. She's over on, okay, so that's from KVUE, ABC, so local news there. Over on Austin, the Austin American Statesman, Travis elections chief says Texas Attorney General tried to intimidate me. Over on the Texas Tribune, amid Texas GOP's effort to question electoral integrity, Attorney General tried to indict Travis County elections chief. The effort to charge Travis County Clerk Dana DeBeauvoir came at a time when many Texas Republicans questioned the integrity of last year's election, despite there being no evidence of widespread voter fraud. So basically, Ken Paxton is just awful. So first we're going to look at, He's been given 4 days to hand over his digital communication from January 6th. Benny Grismore, breaking news. FDA approves the first feline arthritis pain treatment. Oh, yes. Nice. All right, so Ken Paxton, you've got 4 days to turn over your communications. Gosh, why wouldn't you want to turn those over? Okay, where was he on January 6th? I thought did I see something that said he was in Washington, D.C.? I'm not sure. Ken Paxton. I'm guessing there's a picture of you somewhere. There really are not that many pictures of him. Oh, him. He's kind of I have to be careful what I say here. Let's do it this way. Ken Paxton. Oh no, that is not the person I was thinking of. Okay. Yes, Paxton was in D.C., Michelle My Bell says. Oh dear. Autumn, you don't want to do that. I love you guys. This guy. Ken Paxton must release records related to the January 6th Trump rally. He looks like a particular actor. But there he is. Mr. Above You All. Yes, he was, according to the Dallas News, says Eileen Riley. Thank you. All right, let's just do it this way. 52:30. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has been given 4 days to hand over his digital communications about January 6th. He was in Washington, D.C. He is refusing to do that, even though the laws of Texas say that his communications are public. Betty Harper says, there's so many shady GOP guys, it's hard not to mix them up. Seriously, you can't tell one jar of mayonnaise from another. That's why I pull up the pictures. And I say that as a woman who has skin this color. My father is a carrot top redhead. Ken Paxton. Oh, yeah. Went to Washington, D.C. There you go. Do I get a sense of his energy? I keep getting those words over and over. Better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Good for you. If you're better, I'm happy being worse. Being less. Yes, I'm happy being less. All right, do I need to turn this up a little bit, a little brighter? That's a pretty good idea. All right, 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. They're going to get that information. This is evidence all laid out just so. This is my card from Mar-a-Lago. So this is talking to Trump. or the people directly around him. This is his base of power. It's a symbol of his base of power. This is Democrats kind of celebrating high five, like we're making progress here. Ken Paxton trying to say, no, I'm not going to do it, trying to send out feelers, who can help me, how can I get out of this? Or I'm just going to say, no, I'm not going to do it. But this says that whoever's asking for it's going to get that information. That's what that's saying. So what's that information going to reveal? That he was there going to high tea with his, I don't know if he has a daughter. We're going to say is a young daughter. So he took his young daughter, I don't even know if he has kids, to have high tea, and that's why he was in Washington, D.C., and they've got the receipts to prove it. They were having scones. They were having tea and scones. That's it. That's what's going to reveal, right? Right? Ken Paxton, what are your communications going to reveal? It's just that Darjeeling is his favorite. I'm an Earl Grey woman myself, but Darjeeling is quite good. Benny Crismore says, yes, he has children. Okay. Thank you. Page of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Page of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Justice. Woof. I've got a couple of pages here. This is saying, excuse me, this is saying bit player, or rather not. I'm not saying he didn't do anything. No, I'm not saying he didn't do anything. I'm just saying he wasn't like personally visiting Trump at the White House kind of thing. Oh, Green Nightingale, thank you. Everyone keep your vibration high. Lengthen your exhales. Diaphragmatic breath. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. Good thinking. So, but this is a decision that it's not important. A decision made. This is the messages, and he was working for this far right victory, but it's going to land right in the justice arena. Major Arcana, justice. So, yeah, good luck with that, Ken. I think they're going to get his communications. So then at 59, in 3 days, Travis County Clerk Dana DeBeauvoir says that nearly half of the mail-in voting applications have been rejected under Texas's new restrictive voting law. She's having a press conference on the 18th to talk about it. And I'm pretty sure she was fired for this. Not for rejecting, for speaking out. Who's surprised? Raise your hand. And Dana DeBeauvoir is saying that Ken Paxton tried to intimidate her, which I totally believe. And I also, it feels like he'd actually be quite scary. If he tried to intimidate you, I'm not getting a whole lot of brakes on this guy. Got a whole lot of accelerator and not much brake. So if he starts doing something and he starts getting aggressive, I'm feeling it would be intimidating. And usually someone trying to intimidate me just gets my ire up. But this, it feels pretty scary. So, what's going to happen with Dana DeBeauvoir speaking out, Ken Paxton apparently being a jerk, and whatnot? What's going to happen there? I'm not going to read specifically on the voting laws at the moment. Texas is going to Texas for a while. But Hippie Gypsy says, I have a feeling Democrat ballots will be tossed in Texas. I think you might be right. 5 of Cups. And that was not anything negative toward you at all. No. You're great. No, it's these people. They make me crazy. 5 of Cups. Trying to kick down all of those Democratic votes, as many as possible. This is what Putin does. Emperor. Autocracy. 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Cups. 4 of Wands. 3 of Pentacles. So she's going to be coming out and talking about how bad all of this is. And they're in Texas, they're pushing for that autocracy as well, but it's weakening. It's unsteady energy trying to make Donald Fetch happen. This is the power base, the far right power base. And this is the plan. And the plan in action. But she is going to come out and talk. Resilience is not in all parts of Texas. Many cities in Texas are run by Democrats, but rural areas, yeah, I can see that happening. I lived in Texas, so this is one of the places I have been lucky enough to live. I have been fortunate enough to live in many different places. But I lived near Austin. I lived in San Marcos. So I know that's a more liberal part of Texas. I know there are liberal people in Texas. But Texas government currently. Maryland's asking, did you fix the electrical situation? Nope. Still dead as a doornail. So is anything going to come of this speaking out? Yes, Desert Dawn San Marcos is a beautiful place. It's a really nice place. Ace of Swords. Hang on a second. Just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let it go. Ace of Swords. Sorry. Ace of Swords. It's a sword of truth she's bringing out, so that's good. Oh, thank you, Marilyn. I hope you're doing well in Puerto Rico. Page of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. 3 of Wands. It's not much. It's a page. There's theft in the middle. People on the right doing their thing. It's small. The energy's small. Faye just asked, is your dad out shoveling? Nope. Nope. Snow's not that deep. Oh boy. So I'm having trying to keep an eye and not entirely sure what's going on downstairs, and I'm starting to get concerned. All right. I think it'll be okay. Anyway, okay. 106. 106. So, Trump to make election claims center stage in Arizona. And personally, I think that's a great idea for him to do that. So people don't have to even search back that far when they take him to court for election lies that led to horrible things happening. It's right there. He's still saying it. You don't even have to hit the archives. It's just, I'm okay, Faye. Azalea, thank you. I think we're okay. Paula Valla, go check. Will be nervous. It'll be okay. It's probably better I stay up here. Family. Yeah. Cards. Running, jumping for their lives. Hold, please. Oh, there's a page. And there's some worry. All right. Wheezy Squeezebox says, it's too quiet downstairs, says every mother. Polly Wanda, Trump's troubles triple. Don Gubb says, we care about your house noises. Thank you, guys. You're so great. I love spending time with you. Okay. Let's look at the Orange Menace. So Trump's going to make election claims center stage in Arizona. Really? Going to incriminate yourself, huh? Make it really easy for people who are taking you to court for election lies. How's it going to go? Trump's Arizona rally. Taylor B says Twitter was not kind to him. Big old fool card. Hello, boo-boo. How are you, precious? He's watching I have that little tiny humidifier. He's watching there's some bubbles in the water. So he's just sticking his little head over the side of his bed, looking down at it. What's it doing? And now he's cleaning himself. Anyway, the fool. Trump, the fool. 6 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Hanged Man. 3 of Wands. Judgment. He just wants the money. He wants everyone to rally around him. He wants the money. He's trying to get people to rally around him to in not just in that one rally, but in general. And that's my card for election day. But I've got Chad the Hangman right in the middle. Is the rally going to be suspended? Or is he just... someone's giving him enough metaphorical rope that he's metaphorically hanging himself about by the ankles? Let's see here. Oh, I hear you, CC Ryder. There's a whole story there. Taylor B. Grifters Inc. Yes. So when is this rally? When is the rally? Is it possible that New York might rain on his parade a little bit? Five of Cups. Oh, he wants to kick down. Oh, he's going to have so much fun. He's going to be insulting. Oh, and because you know how Biden the other day was saying how Trump was a loser and all of that. Oh, Trump is just it. Oh, he just so wants to go kick down everything Biden's done. Oh, Jane's saying I don't even think he'll show up. I think he will actually, just because he so wants to rant and rail and get ugly and vent his fat clogged spleen. King of Cups, Magician. Justice is in the center. Nine of Cups, Page of Wands. Did you guys say when this rally is? Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up because I'm getting a lot of Trump rally, Arizona. Trump rally in Arizona. What's on Trump's list of talking points? Donald Trump arrives for Arizona rally under pressure 7 hours ago. So today? So when is this? What time? Expected to revisit, blah, 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 blah. Trump has also recently clashed with Mike Rounds and McConnell. Big crowds, he says. So what time? What time does this start? It doesn't say. So I'm guessing it's tonight. Oh, Gene A saying tonight at 7 p.m. Central. So it's tonight. Because I got the Hangman in the center, the last set of cards I pulled, and here I've got the Justice card in the center. And it is right next to all of the evidence against him being laid out. There's Biden. This is Trump trying to stand up and basically try to kick Biden, but metaphorically. Justice and evidence. His message. So he's going to rant and rail. If he goes out there, he's going to rant and rail. But if this wasn't happening so soon, I would wonder if something was going on in New York that's going to make him like extra angry, or something being suspended in New York. I don't know. Al Menzi says Arizona's on mountain time. Gosar will be there in bigs. Oh, God. DDN says arrest him at his rally. Wouldn't that be a sight to behold? Oh, wouldn't it? Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. I did try what you suggested. I did. Thank you. I appreciate it. King of Wands. There's Trump the man. Chariot. 10 of Swords. 8 of Swords. I'm trying to read on Trump's rally tonight, and all I'm getting is law enforcement. Yeah, he's feeling aggrieved, but this is him being hemmed in, his family being hemmed in. I wonder if he got a little news sometime, if he gets some news today, or he got some news yesterday or something. I don't know. That's the energy hanging around Trump, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed there shall be some justice. That would be awesome. All right, 11630. 11630. Okay, DirecTV is dropping OAN from its programming. That's 90% of OAN's revenue gone. Good. However, my parents are such nice people, and then they start talking about politics, and I'm just like, who are you? Who are you? Okay, so a few weeks ago, I was talking to my father, and he just randomly tells me that, you know, he's really not into listening to Fox News these days. Really? He says, yes, I'm listening to NewsMax. They are really saying what I want to hear. But he didn't say anything about OAN, so OAN. DirecTV is dropping you, so what is the future of OAN? Orange orangutan news. King of Pentacles. 4 Republicans. Whatever you're saying about what my father said, I'm not going to comment. 3 of Swords, Page of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Oh, that's a whole lot of pain. It was still a relatively fledgling kind of situation. But yeah, that was a decision that cut through the heart. It's either fledgling or it only grew. It didn't grow tentacles. It was the kind of isolated. Out in the cold, the people who work there worry. There might be some lawsuits involved somewhere. Krista March says, I feel your pain. My father watches OAN. Such an intelligent man. Doesn't sound like my dad at all when he talks politics. Thank you. Yep. Yep. Anyway. So, bye. Look at NewsMax. Just a few cards on NewsMax. What's going to happen to them? 120. 1:20. Thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. NewsMax. What happened to them? NewsMax. Well, just working their little right wing, whatever they're doing. 4 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. This is actually just this kind of what I'd expect. They're just going to keep on keeping on. They're making money. They're making money from people who do not want to accept. They're frustrated with the Democrats' power, successes, and they just keep cranking out their content. Yeah, they're just going to keep on keeping on. That's all I'm getting there. Okay. All right, 1:20, 1:30. Let's see what we've got here. One. Is it Chomby Cat? Yesterday, I asked about the safety at the polls. I remember that. I meant physically. From Republican people claiming to be poll watchers and possibly becoming intrusive. Oh, okay. So will poll workers be safe not from the illness, but from possibly some not nice people? Poll workers. Will poll workers be safe from intimidation and violence? Serious intimidation and violence. Poll workers. Oops, impossible. Gee, it feels a little bit like Democrats who are also in the room stepping forward are getting in the way, being like, hey, poll workers, they be safe. Queen of Pentacles. Well, of course, there are going to be some nuts. The World. Strength. King of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. Empress. Kind of like I said before, it depends on where you are. How contentious is the area where you're a poll worker? In general, it should be okay, but if the world there is very forgiving of the far right people being bullies and what have you, it gets scarier when there's a lot of talk about the elections are going to be stolen and the lies and lies and lies and lies and lies. This is America. People just wanting to go in and vote and go home. So I'm feeling some bullies, but I also see other people stepping in to protect poll workers, or if there's any trouble, if there isn't a policeman nearby who actually believes in serving and protecting and keeping poll places calm. So, has to be third eye. Lies, lies, lies. Yeah. ... Thompson twins. They're gonna get you. All right. All right, so okay, sweetheart. These tiny little snores. The bigger, the better. 126.30. Read on this the other day when it first came out, but someone was asking about it, so let's have another look. The news is that the Ghislaine Maxwell, ends fight to protect men involved with Epstein. Names could be revealed. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to have to listen to that song. I'm done here. I'm doing post-production and sorting out the questions and creating the cover and putting out the social media and blah, 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 blah. It's going to be the Thompson twins. Oh, about Trump's rally in Arizona, I forgot to add that Kristen from Uncover the News made a comment. Her comment was simply, "Oh, an orange crybaby is having a rally tonight in Arizona." All right, Ghislaine. Oops, does that go down? Yeah. Okay. Ghislaine Maxwell. So the names of Epstein, the Johns, is Epstein, will they be revealed? I'm feeling, it feels like a lot of people are like listening really hard. Like they really want to know. They really want to hear the names. I mean, we want to hear the names, but it's... So will the names be revealed? Ugh. 8 of Wands. 8 wands that can just... Ugh. All right, women celebrating. Queen of Cups. Hey, this is good. This is good for the victims. King of Wands. That would be one of them. Hanged Man. Devil. That's a King of Wands in big trouble. Those cards are saying, yeah, it's at least one. Question, though. It's not that helpful, though. Is that just Andrew, or is that... Because we know about Andrew. List of 8, Al Lindsay says. Maybe. I mean, I've been wanting to do this, use this overlay for a while, but it just seemed appropriate today. Ooh, I feel like I should file his nails. But yeah, with what's going on with Andrew. Oh, Kristen, I'm sorry to hear there's a hostage situation going on. It's very sad. Okay. So is it just... All right, got my energy back up. Let's move back down into this. Is it just the one? Just Andrew or whatever? Or is it going to be more? Magician. There's lawyers trying to keep things quiet. Big old justice card at the beginning. For all women. 7 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Rumors. Women coming, the women rising. Evidence. Something coming out. And this is a 9. This is 9 of Cups. 9 victims. 8 men, 9 victims. Something. I don't know if it's going to be literal, but the power of these victims is rising. Bless them. Bless them. So, okay. Oh, Luis Lopez has Trump's agenda for his rally tonight. All I want is should Andrew be stripped of more than his titles? Well, he can't use HRH anymore. He can't be His Royal Highness Prince Andrew, but he's still Prince Andrew. And he's had his military title stripped. But that's it. So 133.30. Jean had a question. Nizolowski, Jean Nizolowski, am I pronouncing that correctly? Do you see food shortages? Because there are quite a few empty shelves. Food shortages. I'm getting a feeling of bumps in a road, like being jostled hard as there are these bumps in the road. Tiffany Lilly says, I just got home from Meijer out of so much stuff. Oh, good. Oh, good, Jean. Yes, Gina Bridges, thank you. Patronage has gone to all royal duties. Thank you. Thank you. Quiet. Quiet, quiet, quiet. 5 of Swords, Queen of Cups. Devil. A system bedeviled with disruptions. Disruptions. There's some stress and some strain. If the Republicans had, I don't know, decided to actually take care of us, we wouldn't be having all these problems. Matter DeSantis actually came out and just said that he regrets supporting Trump shutting down the economy initially. Yeah, Trump's gonna love that. There's disruption, but it almost feels like if things get particularly worse, maybe the government will step in. I don't know. Lynott says some of that is Meyer's business model, though. Good point. Joanne Frank says, yes, my Hannaford was not fully stocked. Lots of holes in the shelves. Well, yeah, and some of this is last minute. Last minute. There's a term for it. It escapes me at the moment, of course. But when you an order, it's like you don't create things until an order comes in. So then you have to rush to create the thing, or you need certain things delivered. But you only need so much, and you modern grocery stores, they don't have the same kind of storage in the back that maybe they used to. So it's more. So if there are disruptions, you can end up with some big holes in the groceries on the shelves. Just-in-time inventory. Thank you, Kylo. Lynott, just-in-time delivery. Thank you. At Black Hat, JIT, just-in-time. And Holly in France. I knew you guys would know it. Foolish. Business models may have to change for a while. Lucky Girl says JIT or just-in-time engineering or manufacturing. Kylo says I got in first. You did. 9 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. There's some worry here, but there's also dynasty and bounty. And a lot more happening, a lot more incoming. We've got disruptions. I mean, is the whole system going to go kaplooey? Danielle says winter storms are also impacting deliveries. True. True. Oh, someone was just saying. Sherry Clark was saying lots of empty shelves at Kroger and Walmart in Denver yesterday. So, Charles Bartholomew says just in time, 2 to 3 months, just in time. That might not be the exact right term for this situation, but it's just grocery stores don't have as much storage. Some have remarkably little storage in the back. So when they run out of things, the shelves are empty until. So you get just even small disruptions and yeah. Lynott says, but Meyer does not staff its stores well, as not for years. Now it's catching up with them. Desert Dawn says supplies are impacting making cookies and crackers. And M. Kelpie says, using the decreased shelving displays to ride on inflation price increases. We've got that going on too. Yeah. Charles Gonzalez says, we have to remember the weather's not helping. Yeah. So, but are things going to get better, or is the whole thing going to just collapse into calamity? Eight of Wands, 10 of Cups, Star. That's pretty good. Is the whole thing going to collapse into calamity? That's not really calamity. There'll be some price gouging, a little bit. Inflation's always a problem, but this is the card of hope. This is the card of families together. More stuff on the way. I don't have a great big devil card here, or a death card, or so that's good. Did I say Desert Dawn Pepperidge Farm can't make enough product to ship to distributors due to lack of supplies? I think I did read that, but I can't remember. Joanne Frank says lots of hoarding. All right. Kristen just brought a very interesting headline from Uncover the News. Thank you, Kristen. Breaking news: MyPillow's Mike Lindell throws a public fit, revealing that his bank just declared him a reputation risk and gave him 30 days to close out his accounts. You don't say. Refreshing so I can grab that. Oh boy. Let me a quick look to go grab that so I can put it in the did I miss it? Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Desert Dawn, M. Kelpie. Is it supposed to be before that? Oh, and there it is. Okay, let me grab it. Breaking news, Mike Lindell. Okay, so back over here, we are at 143. Let's look at Mike Lindell. Oh boy. Save. So I've just got to figure out where to put that so I can see it. 143.30. So, Mike Lindell. MyPillow's Mike Lindell is a tad upset, revealing that his bank just declared him a reputation risk and gave him 30 days to close his accounts. Do we have any idea which bank? Which bank? Teresa Ford says, maybe you can start an account at Deutsche Bank. Yeah. Oh, man. Thank you, Mindy. I agree. All right, Mike Lindell. Your bank just declared you a reputation risk and gives you 30 days to close out your accounts. That man is so self-destructive. I don't think he has the ability to rehabilitate himself same way that Michael Cohen has tried to. But Mike Lindell is such a pathetic human being. So pathetic. So he falls in the same category as Giuliani, who is so ill. And so unable to make good decisions, and his family should be protecting him and stopping him from going out and talking, and should force him into some form of rehab before he kills himself. And it's just like, do I like Giuliani? No. He's just so pathetic at this point. It's just like, oh, come on, somebody save him. Well, Mike Lindell, he's going to have to hit rock bottom again before he makes changes, but he's so pathetic. Taylor B says, Kim at Intuit View says Lindell has mental problems. Yeah, oh yeah. He's got issues. He has got massive self-esteem issues. So a legal decision, okay. Gina says he just said one is Minnesota Bank and Trust. Okay. Knight of Swords, 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands, Moon. Well, he's just going to keep going down the crazy. He's on the crazy train, and he's flying high again. Yes, I just made an Ozzy Osbourne reference. Randy Rhoads was so talented. Wow. But anyway, he's been the one out there aggressively rah. He's trying to throw out the far right stuff, but he ends up just being beaten up by it all the time, and all this chaos, and being a part of the cult. And he's delusional, and he's self-destructive out the wazoo. And he's just gonna. Here we go now. Oh no, here we go now. No use saying sorry. It's something that I enjoy. Taylor B says he doesn't feel worthy of his money, according to Intuit View. His money hasn't filled that void. It hasn't given him that a sense of self-worth, because that isn't how money works. That isn't what money does. It gives you options, gives you comforts, but it doesn't make you worthy. And those people who think that, yes, I have money, therefore I am all that. It's usually pretty easy to just go up to that great big hot air bubble they live in with a tiny little sewing pin. Just go poof. All right. Oh, it's 2:06. I have to go. All right. But thank you so much for everything today. This has been wonderful. I so love spending time with you. Thank you. I feel very, very blessed that I get to spend this time with you. So I cannot thank you enough. All right. It is 2:07. Oh, I've been jibber-jabbering. It's 2:07 here in Chicago. At 4 o'clock, I will be over. So in 2 hours, I'll be over at the Book Art Media channel doing creative sprints. Sarah, hopefully, will be able to show up for just a little bit at the beginning. She can't stay the whole time, but she's been 2 days now. She's shown up for just the beginning. Yay. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. I'm here 365 days of the year, to take your political questions, and thank you. All right, take care. Don't forget, there are good days ahead. There really are. All right.